So this week we start in the practice field, as we obviously in general need it, coming off of a interesting, kind of disappointing tied game. Of course, Cam Newton came in and did a pretty good job to get us back in and overall bring us to overtime. Hikaru might get this one last chance, but I did want to show you guys that this is what happens when you try to scramble. Let me know if you guys notice when I hit the sprint button. Could you tell when I hit the sprint button there when I was trying to scramble? I think it's pretty obvious to tell when I'm hitting it, as the whole damn team literally pulls off. There's a reason why I don't scramble. It's pretty obvious, right? Let's see. Insta push off. Best case, I'm getting it out to him right there. We'll try to Okay, let's test one where we let him kind of they kind of get past, and see if we can scramble up the middle. Obviously that worked, but once again, that's not usually the case. Usually our guys give up the middle, but let's try it again. Let's see. So there you can see they pushing off, and best case scenario, we're getting a few yards. Thankfully, we got a slow guy there, 99. Davenport, kind of slow. It's not an easy thing to scramble, as they literally come off their blocks pretty much instantly, and your best case is 4 or 5 yards, and obviously if you get touched at all without sliding, you're GG'd. No, we're not going to get out of there. You try to throw it. But yeah, let's get on to the juicy stuff. The actual franchise itself is practice. There's only so much you can do. As once we get out on the field, all of that knowledge goes right out the window. Going on to Baltimore, Week 10, a home game, which is pretty nice to see. Any breakouts? Sadly, no. A movable object. They are 5-3. We're still above 500, which is great. And obviously see the Cardinals and Niners slightly above us, but not that far ahead. Obviously, Lamar Jackson's looking like he's having himself a pretty good season. For the players of the week, we see that neither our team or the Ravens are on that list, so positive, kind of, because obviously you don't want to play a team that's hot, even though immovable object kind of tells me they kind of are. Of course, we talked about Hikaru and potentially replacing him with Cam Newton or Eason. I think what we're going to do, just because it is kind of busted, I think Oblivious' sense of pressure needs to change. Or did I already change it from Paranoid to Oblivious? Trigger happy? Whatever, I'm going to keep it. But we haven't used the quarterback accuracy thing that they added to this game this year. So I'm going to try one game without it, see what happens on the exact same slider, see if maybe that is my problem. Maybe I'm overthinking it with that, and I'm just too trash to use it. But we'll see what we have, and then if it still sucks, I'm going to be really disappointed, because that means we pretty much have to restart at the quarterback position. Let's take a look at this immovable object scenario. What do we got? So you've tasked with facing the Ravens and their highly touted defense this week. What do you think you can have? Where do you think you'd have success? Probably in their passing game, to be honest, as their receivers are probably lacking, and obviously with Lamar Jackson, they're going to probably want to run the ball quite a bit and beat the Ravens. And oh crap, I forgot they were talking about their defense. Now I have to throw for 300 yards. Looking at what they do well, it's run the ball. I think I'm going to go with inside run, because they might do a lot of read options, and I want to stop that business. And then as far as what we want to attack, of course, we just talked about passing for the win. So we're going to go with passing medium to try and live up to that. As for our upgrades, we only have 4, but they are all pretty much starting contributors. Elton Jenkins, his run block in general is kind of bad. Power is probably the best way to get stuff for run block, so we're going to go with Power, as he's actually been kind of bad for us this season, not going to lie, but a +3 to lead block, it's not bad. Let's see, Boye Mafe, let's get him some freaking finesses. His upgrades have been kind of trash lately, and I would say they continue, but in Excel is pretty nice. 94 Excel, 84 finesse. He's getting good, even though he hasn't played like it. Darrell Taylor, a guy that's been kind of at his heels this whole time, trying to steal his job back, but realistically, his potential is just nowhere near. Same finesse, way slower, worse dev, older. Quentin Davenport, our run game defense does suck, but I do want to get some inside pressure. Does suck, but lol. Here we are in a rain game. I'm sure this won't affect Hikaru in the slightest. Obviously, this will be a clean game, and there will be no errors, no turnovers specifically. Obviously, this will be the best game of his career. Of course, going against Lamar Jackson, who probably likes to run the ball quite a bit still, and, well, what a perfect time to do it when both teams may be struggling through the air early and often in this one. Lots of jets flying out. Looks pretty sick, actually. Once again, do you really trust it in the rain? I mean, there's wind, could, like, touch wingtips, and then, you got that situation, and, landing's kind of I don't know, dude. It doesn't seem worth it, all right? Risk management. That's all I'm saying. Risk management. Looking at the stats, defense has actually been still pretty good. Takeaways have been better than that, obviously, and we've really been picking up the pace in the turnover department on defense in the last couple of weeks. And then looking at their numbers, way low sacks, way less interceptions. However, their completion percentage is way down. So obviously, we're a little more bend, don't break. They're a little more don't even move an inch. It's a bit of a different style over there. But obviously, Hikaru still has the confidence of the locker room, but at this point, it's kind of like, enemy of my enemy kind of thing, where it's like, who do you even want at quarterback? I suppose Hikaru is maybe the best bet, so I guess we'll be again with him a little more than the other guys. I don't know. It's just kind of a lose-lose situation for the players around these quarterbacks, but at the same time, it's not only been them. It has been a bit of offensive line issues, blocking in general, and the receivers at times not getting open in time, but let's take a look into Lamar Jackson's numbers. I wish they would show his rushing numbers. Obviously, we kind of knew his passing stuff coming in. Rushing, we don't know, though. And I would imagine because of his talent, probably quite good. We're going to be coming out with a blitz early on in this one you never know what this is going to freaking be. And it could have been an option. It wasn't, though. And Ed Oliver going to take down Dobbins for a loss of 3. I don't really want to play the read option, quarterback, conservative just yet. I kind of want to see how they actually perform I don't want to give up the inside super easy because Lamar's keeping it, or giving it off anyways. And obviously our edge defender there kind of sold. However, we picked it up nicely with Barton, and they barely kind of get back to the line of scrimmage as we are going to force a 3rd and 11 early on here going against the superstar tight end in the inside. Got to leave him open, got to cut back. Anyone want to get Lamar? We kind of got him as Caleb Barnes holds his ground, and they will have to punt it. We did as much as we could with Brooks there. I think we had just enough range, especially with how athletic he is, to get both of the routes we were covering, and that was just elite defending from Brooks. I mean, I'd put him as a 99.8 freaking rating if I was like a Pro Football Focus guy after that play. That was insane. They now have an injury on their defense, or their special teams, if you will, and they will not show the stats of Hikaru because of it. We thank you very much. We appreciate it. Or as you see a couple of superstars on that defense, the biggest issue of them all, though, is definitely, nice run. The guy that Metcalf forgot to block, but it'll work out as Kenneth Walker is going to get a nice cut spin inside for a gain of 21. Good job, Metcalf. Decided not to block literally the best defender on their entire team. But, it is what it is. And we're going to go for Fant. We're not going to get enough time. Just about to throw to Fant, and we did not get it there because just couldn't get out there in time. It wasn't even the blockers. The blockers did all they could, really. 2nd and 10 now from the 45-yard line. And that's a tough. It begins. It begins. I don't know what it is. He's just a trash can. He's just not good. Like, I would imagine that's considered a medium. Might be actually a deep accuracy ball, in fairness. As Northcutt is going to actually get to Lamar and force the sack. Who would have thought a near 400-pound guy could get up the middle and keep him down? Definitely would have thought Lamar would have obviously made a play and got out there, but didn't. And it will lead to a very rough start on this drive for them. Davenport can't get off the block, trying to push. And we kind of sold with that Oliver, but we force him back inside for Northcutt's 2nd sack of the game. Oh, my. Northcutt going to have double digits this game if we continue at this rate, although he's not in on this play, sadly. Davenport in the double team, trying to make a play. Can't really. And picked by Brooks. He's in. I do not know what Lamar's doing there. He has had all the time in the world today. He's just holding on to the ball too long. Maybe it's because he doesn't really have great weapons, but he just threw it right at Jordan. I'm not even sure what he's doing there. Just run, punt it. But we get literal points off of that play. Pretty usual trend around here. We Suck on offense. Defense gets us some points. We continue to struggle. The other team catches up. And Lamar actually gets out of there that time. But, man, he is looking paranoid in the pocket. I mean, he legitimately looks, like, terrified back there. Like, it's actually crazy. 2nd and 1, though, bringing a little bit of a blitz. Could be an option play. It is. Mafe misses the tackle. And there goes Lamar. 66-yard touchdown. Has nothing to do with us not playing on conservative for read options, as we literally had him in our grasp. I don't even know if he stiff-armed, slipped up, whatever happened, but it's a touchdown. How in the world is this going for a touchdown? Ed Oliver got absolutely punked on that play, by the way. Like, Patrick Ricard absolutely smoked his ass. Look at him. Literally gets smoked the whole play. Well, that's always fun. You're going to have some in motion for more. Might be looking for Fant over the middle again. That clearly worked last time perfectly. We're going to take a quick throw underneath to Kenneth Walker, who gets about 15. 1 for 3, 15 yards, and an interception. Now, that's the stat line of champions. And if Moore could block, which I know he probably won't be able to, we might be able to get this. Like I said, I really didn't believe in their blitz. I gotta just go. We can't wait for Allen. He is actually trolling, dude. You cannot tell me that was a legitimate, run out into space by him. It just wasn't. We're in some trouble here. Caro doing a good job of extending the play, but sadly couldn't get the whole play that we wanted, so kind of sold that a little bit, but it's okay. And we end up only just throwing it away. No turnovers, anything like that, so fair enough. And that is a perfect touch pass. Noah Fant getting about 7. I thought maybe he had a chance with that that stiff arm. Kind of want Fant to win this. And there you go. Moore, decent little throw. I know it's not a hard throw, but for Hikaru, some of these quarterbacks on this team, and by some I mean all of them, nothing's guaranteed, sadly. Metcalf going one-on-one against Marlin. And that's a pretty good throw. Lockett, it was a low throw, but it really didn't even feel like a low throw, to be honest. If you look at that, like, it was actually kind of like up there. Lockett didn't even have to go down for it, but it was low enough to where, like, it would have been very tough to intercept. So I like that pass. It's actually not bad. And here I could be seeing Lockett for a score. And he will! Perfect delivery. A little bit of a redemption drive and a touchdown. From the 25-yard line, Brooks potentially going to shoot this up the middle against Lamar. Oh, that's a nice little touch pass. And, wow, these moves are being made. Is that DJ Chark? I feel like every team ever has had DJ Chark. Is that Chark? I don't know. It looks like him. Don't know who the hell that is if it's not. And quick throw to the outside. Really good tackle there on the play by the rookie Porter. Once again, has improved pretty much on a weekly basis at this point. Adams kind of on the QB keeper. And there goes Northcutt. Oh, my. Northcutt has had a game. They're trying to get a little too cute, a little too fancy. I don't really care who keeps the ball, because if we're all in the backfield, we'll just grab all of you. Why not? Screw it. And nobody's going to block him. Caldwell's going to just get hit. Damn it, dude. Come on, he had a chance. Of course, Kenneth Walker, looking at his numbers, he is on par for 1,000 yards on the season by the end of this game, and be really nice to be able to hit that for him. Of course, double drag. Probably looking to get this one out pretty quickly. And, I mean, apparently not quickly enough, as they got in a hurry. Got in a hurry. That's the one. Out route potentially with Metcalf. And there was a couple of players open. That's a really good throw to Noah Fant down to the 45-yard line. Starting to hit some nice throws here in the rain. Let me know what you guys think. The only thing that has changed from last game to this game is the quarterback thing, like the actual throwing, like from me. That is a pretty damn good throw. I was a little worried that 40 was going to make a play on it, so I decided to touch pass it just to make sure, and I was actually right. So with that timing, if we do not touch pass that, that is an interception. This is not the play I thought it was. I really don't like the run here either, but we should have probably just let it go to the second quarter. Crap. It is what it is. We'll just run it. And it's actually going to work out. Their contain is really bad. Maybe this is a team that we actually will be able to scramble on. I'm also shocked that that was only 3 yards. How is that only 3 yards? Regardless, we are up by 7 against what appears to be a good team. Their offense is looking awful, except for that really lucky run play. And we're on our way to putting up, another score, it would appear. A little bit better of a game from Hikaru so far, and the run lanes have actually looked a little bit better on top of it, as Walker's going to gain about 3 on that play after a 3-yard gain the play before. 3rd and 3, Metcalf on an in-cut. Can Moore make a play to open that up? Maybe? Oh, that's a really good play, and overthrown because of the pressure, and even though it's a tough kick, 4th and 3 is far from guaranteed, as we just seen, so we are going to go for the field goal. Can we ice our own kicker? We can't. That sucks. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks for the timeout now. I appreciate that a ton. That's great. I love it. Appreciate it. Yeah, rain kicks are pretty tough. I don't know if they add like a little bit of lag to it just to make it tougher, but it just seems harder to kick in the rain in general, when I don't think it actually is the case. I just think it's harsher if you miss the accuracy in the rain. I don't think it actually affects how hard it is to physically kick. It's just if you miss by a little bit, it plays more of a factor than normal games, so it's a little harsh, to be honest. And Woolen is going to easily pick that off. And once again, I don't know if that's Chark. I want to learn. It is Bateman. Bateman's looking a bit big, I'm going to be honest. Call him Bigman. I'm just a character. For the 31-yard line, and a really good cutback by Walker turned into a gain of 3.5, 4, which is me on a good day. 2nd and 7 for the 34-yard line. Inside handoff. Nobody's going to pick up Queen, and we're going to gain a yard. Damn. The receiver didn't pick him up. Elton Jenkins didn't pick him up. Oh, there goes Noah Fant. And that ball is slightly behind, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't lead him because I was afraid we were going to overthrow it. I just wanted to make sure that we got it on target. I was like, surely he'll just catch it as long as it's on target. Not wrong, I suppose. 1st and 10. This isn't a play action. I don't like this play. Oh, I love this play, actually. It's a little out there, and Arcega-Whiteside, dude. Plays like those last season are the reason why we re-signed him. I mean, just the high effort, it's just a play that, some of our best on the team would potentially miss, It's just insane. That's a little bit of a late read, and the ball is really bad. I did lead him up, in fairness, because I was afraid of throwing a 40 there, but almost threw a pick to Kyle Hamilton. Also, shout out the route to Moore there. He kind of ran into coverage, but that was a very clean, fast route by him. It's just couldn't throw it to him, sadly, and that is a too hard of a cut from us. We're actually going to tear Kenneth Walker's ACL doing these moves. They really should have that because we would have torn it by now, I'd say. 2nd and 8. Kenneth. Nope, it's going to be Fant again. And Metcalf. Oh, what a catch. I don't even think Metcalf seen it coming. He was running his comeback route, and they kind of hit him in the wee-wee. He just kind of sat on top of it. It literally hit him in the knee, and then he just oh, that's a ball. I think we might have been off the back foot on that one, in fairness, so I'm not going to blame it, but it would have been nice to see that throw a little bit better. And Slater looking strong for 5? In what world did he get 5 on that? He got 5 on it. Like that? I didn't. I wish I could. I'm going to bring Metcalf to the other side. It is a play action, so we'll see what we got for ourselves. Oh, hit it. Oh, Lockett's going to do better than that. Obviously you want a better throw from, Hikaru on that, but at the same time, he's on the run. I can't blame him, so I need some help. Oh, my, that's an insta-rush. He fumbles, and that is going to be recovered by the Ravens. I mean, what do you want from me? What do you actually want from me there? Explain what we do here. Oh, good job, fellas. 3 linemen making their play. It's pain, dude. It was actually a really, really solid drive, too, and it's just gone. Got a nice bump on Andrews, and even then he burns Porter by that. Oh, Lord. Woolen, nice shot to the knees. My man's is a fan of wrestling, I'll tell you what. I can't even tell you how many times, I used to watch wrestling with my grandpa not way back in the day, but, when John Cena was kind of just hitting the scenes, and the amount of times during, a time slot, he would be like, if you're trying to take down a guy like the Big Show, you got to go for the knees. And it's yeah, that's true. That's it. That's my story. Riveting. Hopefully You tell your kids one day what I just told you. That was great, obviously. Northcott having a really good game, but then that one kind of got himself handed. Of course, bringing a little bit more help in the run game on this one, but still susceptible nonetheless. Tight end's open. What can we do? And we missed him, but he had a slide. So it will be a 4th and 3 punt as Lamar Jackson is really run first to this game and kind of panicking in the pass game in general. So if we can just stop with these stupid turnovers, we'd actually be in a good spot today. As Caldwell is not going to get anything on Queen, who surprisingly is a special teamer for them. This looks like an L play, can't lie. There we go. Late throw over to Lockett and the drag. Gains about 9. Got a full 2 minutes plus with 2 timeouts to work. I would love to run this shot play, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I see this working out, but still going to run it. Well, there goes Noah Fant, and throws pretty good. Oh, look at Queen. Gets burned so hard. Stiff arm by Fant on Peters. And is that like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist deck ball? What was that? Literally strapped on like a damn watch. Kind of cool, actually. I want to see where he got that from. Lockett, I don't know if he's injured, but I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, was that a punt? Were we actually off our back foot? Oh, we had a guy there, but I stopped, and then I stepped up, and then he just, yow! Well, that was pretty trash, I ain't gonna lie. That was not preferable. I have to just take the drag as we're not going to have enough time. And look at Lockett making a little play there, gaining extra, getting us 9 on that one. And I really love Moore's route running. He's so filthy. Instead, though, we are going to run it as we look pretty free here. Up the middle. Blocks aren't great, but instead of getting creative, we're just going to run up the middle and get that first. And then hurry up to the line. Sir, you want to run your route? Thank you. And he misses him. It's a little tough. It is tough, though, because Moore is a very fast guy, and you kind of want to lead him on that. And obviously, he's kind of coming off of his break there, and yeah, it's kind of tough timing. There goes Metcalf gaining about 6. It's an interesting booth review because it's not like that important. They're going to say he didn't catch it. The ball is fine. It's just, you know, Metcalf worrying a little too much about where he's going to land with the ball, I suppose. Metcalf, speaking of, one-on-one, maybe. Not going to get it, though. And that is a poorly thrown ball again. And that was 3rd down. I didn't even think about it. But another field goal chance. From 49, it was no good. From 50, another shot. And that one looks a little bit better. We had some, we got to kick the other one. And usually you get better as the day goes on, right? Because, you're like, oh, that first one, we got our footing in, and now we get another chance, and we hit it. Like, at first, I felt like, oh, wow, turning the passing back on classic. Really OP, but you can see we're still missing a lot of throws, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's still fair. Dropping back, that was beautiful. Of course, they didn't go to it. Questionable timeouts here. We're obviously going to monitor the situation. Depends on how they play this out, or how much success they have, actually. And maybe we use a timeout, perhaps. And Oliver on the double, and that is not going to be the case as they hit a curl route on the inside, or a dig route, if you will. That was a little, like, hurry-up-ish for me, considering they called the timeout. Oh, we had to cover too much. And there goes Bateman kind of getting some revenge on Woolen, even though it was zone coverage. Oh, wow, that clock went for him. Yeah, they're going to have to call the timeout and kick the field goal. Holy crap. They did not line up fast at all. Of course, timeout probably won't matter, but I'll still call it just to be annoying. Off to a decent start in this game, specifically because of a Lamar Jackson pressured throw that turned to a pick 6. But regardless of the point, it will be a potential 7-point game if they hit this. And with Tucker being who Tucker is, he will. 2 seconds left. Probably not going to do anything with it, but I suppose, with the weather, if they shank it, could be a 60-yard Hail Mary attempt. Hikaru clearly doesn't need to worry about having another interception in his record. He's already got like 20 of them. And I think we're going to just let Caldwell have a chance with it. I'm trying to do a little too much, but didn't fumble. That's all that matters. 7-point lead into half with ball coming up, which is not bad at all. Obviously, we would like to have some of those turnovers back, but overall, we are having a better game than them, and it's obviously showing Got to run the ball a little bit more, but overall, the defense keeps playing the way it has, and we just take care of the football on offense. We should get ourselves back on the win column. Start of the second half, Tucker kicking this one deep, and the wind appears to be on our side, or just neutral, whatever it may be, and we have a chance to return this. Okay, little lane for Caldwell, who slips forward to the 28. Going heavy on this one with the stretch look. Actually had some pretty good blocks on the outside runs, and that will continue, although the fullback maybe doing a little bit too much blocking as he blocked the running back of our team, which is a little bit of an L. We're going to go back to the stretch on the same side. Maybe throw them off because who would expect that? And the fullback gets out in front this time, making a really good play, and Walker gets the first down. Nice running. Great blocks by the fullback. Really good running from Kenneth Walker. And, of course, the way they're lined up here, I will be running the play action. And that's a late read. It's also a terrible throw. Yeah, I mean, I did need this game as well just to see if it's just me being trash, and I don't think it is. I mean, obviously the rain, the wind does play a factor, a big factor actually. The rain games are crazy, but yeah, it's not the wind doing that. And that is a late throw, and that's going to be picked off of a very, 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 very bad decision. Morris fast, but will not catch Clark. Really looked at Lockett because he had the one-on-one and he had the inside leverage and he just never broke free, but Moore obviously was open from the get and we just threw a wobbler because of it. An obvious poor decision, and if this isn't some big play, I'm going to be pissed. And I'm not going to get it. I don't know if I'm dropping back too far there. Obviously, we lost like 12 yards, but I felt like you got to remember, when you're playing and when you're watching, it's completely different. Nope, it wasn't my fault. Damn it, dude. Fix the game. You know, like I don't get to actually look at the D-line or anything like that. I just kind of feel it because I see a shadow coming in untouched. And here with Walker actually turning into a decent gain, all things considering, gaining about 9. But yeah, I kind of look at like moving parts on the D-line and I'm like, oh, that's somebody's breaking free there. I can feel it. Obviously that happened there, and I mean at this point there's really no point not to. Hikaru throws a dot! 78-yard touchdown. How? I honestly have a feeling he overthrew it and it just worked out. Because in what world is Hikaru hitting that throw with the throws he's missed today? Especially since deep accuracy is by far his worst. I was like, screw it, dude. I'm just going to yeet this thing. Let Metcalf go get it, and it is a perfect ball. Spirals even nice for once, and he just burns what appears to be Peters for a massive game-changing touchdown. Well, we regained the lead, that's for sure. I'm going to kick this one deep to the Ravens, who, I mean, had a very good chance to get the ball back tied up with a chance for themselves to take the lead, but Hikaru and Metcalf had other plans. Metcalf came to us talking about his reps not good enough, and over the last like 6 weeks, this season in general, he has had himself a start. Of course, there goes Lamar getting a chip block. It's all up to Jamal, who gets a nice pop out of bounds. 25 yards, though, for Lamar, who now has over 100. All right, we have made the adjustment. It is now no read option o'clock. See what happens with that. As he'll probably have to hand it off more, obviously. He's going to take the shot on Sidney, who has had himself some interceptions lately, too, and he comes down with it. Lamar Jackson, with a little bit of pressure, just turns into freaking Jimmy Garoppolo. That is wild. Going with the sweep. This has actually tricked them really well. The right side has been open as hell in this one. And, of course, nice truck by Kenneth. Gaining about 4 on that play. It did not seem like that was even close to 4 yards to be gained. And here, I mean, I can't see them being able to cover this. I mean, this is like the perfect setup. And he overthrows him. Come on, Hikaru. That was perfect. With the safety coming up, if he had a jump, the linebacker's not getting over there in time. If the guy, plays a flat, Metcalf's wide open. If the safety comes down, Arcega Whiteside's open, and instead we missed the throw. And I really have no chance there, and almost picked off. Didn't have enough time. They were coming in free. Maybe I should have actually scrambled that time. The scramble just seems like it's almost never there, so it's just like it doesn't come to me. But that play, I'm almost certain we could have made. Oh, crap. We could have made it happen with the scramble. Oh, he freaking fair caught it, too. Oh, come on, dude. I thought he was going to, miss it, and it's like, oh, the bounce will save it. Nope, they get the ball at the 40. Trying to go for that max power, and I thought I hit it, but I guess not. Because Northcutt has had a really big game, like we said, and wow, look at Brooks just crumpling him. Still gains 5, though, but overall, 5 for 7 is a pretty bad game for any running back. Porter not the jump on this Andrews route, unless it's a run, which it is, and oh wow, Jamal with the power. Pulls him down as he's running by and just takes him. 35 for the 35, screen pass, we're not over there. And Mafe with an amazing play in coverage. They lose 3, and that will be a semi-difficult field goal. Come on, Bryant, you made a block earlier this season. Come on, do it. You win the game pretty much if you block this for a touchdown. And how? Did it hit the crossbar or did it slightly go in? I swear he hit the crossbar and it slipped through. That's crazy. Got a nice setup to the right. Oh, there goes Queen. I can see why they have him special teams. Probably wears them super hard out, but hey, whatever works. Kenneth, I would assume, is probably like a first down away from 1,000 in the season already, like we mentioned. And the fact that they have Lockett, going on that one-on-one, it really pains me. I didn't think we were actually going to get the blocks picked up. I should have went to the out. They keep pressing Metcalf or coming up close on him, and I want to just throw it up on a streak. Oh, really bad blocks from the inside there, dude. It was smart to cut back, I thought, and they just kind of sold us. This is a tough play. A bunch of tight ends in. And there goes Arcega Whiteside. Fight! More like Arcega fight side. He's a yard short, dude. I don't want to, actually hike this thing, but if they're going to give me, a free play out of it, try to fake him out. I almost never see it, though. Timeout. That left side looks open, but you just never know, dude. Those players fly, and then you just give them the ball at the 30. That's guaranteed points, whereas assuming we don't sell on the punt again, this should be a tough one. I'm going to hit that lady walking down the stairs down there. You see her? She's still walking down the stairs over there. It's headed. Oh, she went to her seat. Oh, he fair caught it. Smart play. I didn't see it. Should have not tried to kill him. Another option-y play. Really hate this damn offense. Not really doing well against us, but it's still so annoying. And there we go. Nice play. Loss of 3 for Gus Edwards. I will say we have really good corners. We're kind of got no safeties, but nice help. Barton with the force. Sidney falling down on Gus Edwards, though, and that's a turnover. Uh-oh, injury for Ed Oliver. That's not good. Again, they can't keep it because, we changed it. Obviously, he's protecting against Mafe, and Barton just comes in and kills him. What a hit. Sidney Jones has been all over the ball this game in the last couple of weeks. I know you should probably run it here considering we're trying to protect the lead, but oh, that's a tough one. Oh, Jesus. But I really felt that inside double move was going to work, and it didn't, so now I look dumb. More than double their yards, yet the score is close. I don't like it. Oh, there goes Kenneth, turning nothing into something, gaining 5. Pulled groin. That could be a lingering injury, so you got to be careful with that. Double drag, trying to play it as safe as physically possible. There's Moore. Oh, the bad throw, but Moore's got the speed to cut it up for the first. We're slightly over 50% completion this game. It's really bad. Slater going to get a chance. Oh, wow, not much of one, to be fair. And I was just about to say, I worry about a fumble. Ed Oliver is apparently injured again. I did actually fight that one, and that was a bad decision. I saw Michael Pierce. He's a big guy. He just throw us down, or we get the stiff arm slip off or something. But no, of course, they punch it out. Why me? Oh, there goes the run. Run game starting to open up. The bowling ball, Gus Edwards gains 17. Literally just have to, protect the ball. We don't even need to score at this rate. Just protect the ball. Play defense. Field goal it up. Got a fullback out wide. That's interesting. And we get blocked, but Mafe thankfully makes the play because he had room. They can hike it before the fourth quarter, and I think they probably will. And another run. No, it's actually a pass. This is the first time we've seen it all day. Barton with a huge hit. It couldn't get off the block, sadly. It would have made a really big play on it, but that's the 11th completion or attempt from Lamar, well under 100 yards. I don't know what they're doing, but this play calling is awful. Reason why we're not really allocating too much in the coverage department, because we can't. I mean, they're just bringing in like 45 players behind the line of scrimmage. And that's our fault. Oh, there's a flag. Thank you, Jesus. Come back. Holding, you freaking loser. Coming in mad on the blitz. Barton does a pretty good job. Trips over his own guy. It's a close call, but we'll take it. Pretty much just stack the box all games. Not really much else you can do. And Brooks one-on-one. I mean, they get a few more, but once again, I really don't know what this play calling is. I just don't understand it. They're only kept in the game because our offense is stupid. And that was a really bad play, but they got lucky. Great job of the defense swarming, and under 100 yards, 3 interceptions, Lamar Jackson is going to have his punt unit come out there again. I don't know what they're doing on offense, but it is horrendous. Caldwell on the return. Oh, I wanted to cut inside to the right. If I go to the right straight away, he's probably going to block shot and chase us down to the corner. Oh, that's pain. It's all right, though. It's really not. That was a wasted opportunity and a half, but we have the ball. That's all that matters. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Oh, there's a little gap, and that went away quickly. Went with the right bumper. Saved it. Also fell forward for a couple of yards, which is surprising. Good quick throw to Metcalf, but I actually kind of like the outside, sliding it to the right as well. And we're going to utilize that speed to get to that corner and really just take off. Almost to 100 yards now, Kenneth Walker is. Their run game has definitely looked pretty bad, not going to lie. Up the middle from the 43-yard line. Kenneth not really going to turn it into much, and away making a play, also getting injured, though. It's like, yeah, you stopped him, but what did it cost? You know, it cost your health. You kind of made that choice yourself when you decided to tackle him. And, of course, Elton Jenkins not doing his job as he has pretty much done all year. Let's get a block from Elton and see if Lockett can save the day on the inside here. Instead, it's going to be Fant, and Caro just keeps missing. He hasn't been so wildly missing that, you know, the interceptions are becoming a problem, but he's missing very obtainable passes that, you know, have costed us chances at first downs. Of course, Barnes can't get off his block. Robinson going low to the knee. That crushed him. Surprised that wasn't a penalty. And with 6:38 in the fourth, they're going to get yet another chance because we just can't close out the game. We've had throws. We just don't hit them. We've had run lanes. We just don't block them. And another flag. It's like damn deja vu. But hey, deja vu this game would probably lead to us winning, so keep it up, which is really strange if you're the Ravens here, to be honest. Davenport can't get off the block. Does a lot, but oh, nice stiff arm. This time, Lamar actually delivers a throw in the clutch, which is really surprising. Normally, when he's on the run, he's throwing interceptions this game. Kuno Ford getting in and really not getting much push. Woolen going low, gets another nice tackle, open field against Mark Andrews, of all players. 3rd and 5 now from the 26. Somebody make a play. We missed. To the outside, overthrown. Sydney's going to take it to the house, and that's a win. Lamar Jackson with 4 thrown interceptions. Sidney Jones with 2 interceptions again, a pick 6, a fumble recovery, and a player of the week. Slightly overthrown, maybe a miscommunication, I don't know, and it's enough to take it to the house. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's called to win because of a bad playbook in the game. For the 24-yard line. Oops, screen. Can't get out there. Doesn't matter, though, as Maffei's out there. Oh, we missed hard. Dobbins, really haven't seen him much this game. I know his yards per carry is pretty bad, but still better than freaking Gus Edwards, I'd say. 2nd and 4. Northcote, who had a really good start to the game, hasn't really done much since. And there goes Lamar. Davenport had a really weird hesitation on him. Lamar, got to give him credit. Oh, my, front flip. Got to give him credit for taking the hit there. Obviously, he's the reason why they're in such a troublesome time now, though. Besides the coach, obviously, because once again, the plays are just terrible. But 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. They're going to try to make a play here, try to make a comeback. I don't know if it's going to happen, though, as Dobbins gains nothing. It's just weird, the situation they're in, and we're able to literally run freaking 0 safeties deep. Like, we just don't need them. Barton with a nice hit over the middle. That was beautiful. Was that Boyle that just got boiled? He got cooked up hard on that. That was crazy. Gonna drop back with Brooks hard on number 13. They're actually going to throw it. Oh, he's got a chance at number 13, and he will hit him. Brooks trying to chase him out of bounds at the 20. They're moving. They're definitely moving, and we've been a little iffy on offense, so if they do heat up at the right time here, right as the game's ending, you never know. We got to play better, though, next week. I know it's the rain, and they've obviously had troubles too, but still got to do better. Mix in the ground game a little bit better than we did in this one, and commit to it more, I think, as well. They are going to hand it off, and it's a really good job by Brooks. Adams probably makes the play, but whether they score or not, you got to do what you can to limit the amount of seconds they have left after this drive concludes, you know. Diggs going to step up as we're bringing a little bit of a blitz here. And there goes Diggs! Oh, I seen it coming from a mile away. Diggs has a chance at another pick six for the team, and he'll take it. That is the third of the game for the defense. Oh, Lamar, how could you? Covering the deep middle of the field a little more to the right side, and then saw that the slant or whatever it was broke free from Woolen. Woolen did just enough to delay him, and we just jump it at the very perfect time with Quandre Diggs. And that is a beautiful play. 5 interceptions for Lamar. If he would have waited, he would have had the tight end on the sit-down, too. And it wasn't even, well, it is kind of Woolen, but Mafe picks up the underneath, leaves us stranded, and that's just a beautiful pick. Like, that is perfect timing. Like, I even said it before the play actually happened because you could just see it coming. Now, that's what you call a defensive performance. You look at the scoreboard, and we literally have scored more points on defense than the deficit is stated. So they literally win the game easily if we don't have that kind of a defensive performance, especially touchdowns-wise. Best defensive performance in the entire league all season, I imagine. For the offense to suck as much as it has, to force Lamar to only score 20 points with 5 interceptions, 3 touchdowns on defense, what a hit by Davenport. I mean, that's a pretty impressive feat. That playbook, though, it really is bad. North cutting the double team, and that could be picked as well, and he just throws the jump ball and it actually works out. That's a big guy. Who the hell? Charlie Kolar. How tall is he? He must be tall as hell if he's making that play. Don't know where Mark Andrews is. Probably decided to just leave the game. It's like, my quarterback's trash. Caleb Barnes misses. A lot of tight ends, man. They really just don't care what the situation is. They're going to make it look like they're going short. They do not care. And that is a tough one for us. Possession down to the 19. Not going to get their defensive change in time. Deep route. Curl route's open. Mafe and uh-oh. Come on. Bring him down. Nice little play by them, but ultimately it's not going to mean much. Interior guy again is injured. Davenport this time. Fellas, you mind? I mean, I get it. You guys want to make us look like geniuses for keeping Kuno Ford on, but there's other ways. Spin move doesn't work. Barton, who's forced to fumble already, pops Dobbins. That's what you get for wearing 27 as a Ravens running back, damn it. We got stuck on Puna Ford, back in the end zone. Maybe Puna Ford forcing the issue. Maffei's going to get the coverage sack. Thankfully, it's only a shoulder strain, as once again, a little worried, to be honest, about Ed Oliver. Could be a little bit of a long injury for him. You just don't know. Quandre Diggs already has a pick 6 around here. Oh, we missed that. Yeah. Oh, we overran it, and he will still be short, though. He will still be short. And they run up to the line, but do they even have enough time here? Lamar picked by Diggs again, who has a little bit of a lane. Can he do it again? Lamar's in pursuit, and he won't catch him. Touchdown number 2. Oh, my. 4 pick 6s. Off the buzzer beater. I don't even care if there'd be a fight at the end of the game. Who gives a damn? You got a chance at another pick 6. You take that damn thing. And Quandre, old man, short Diggs coming away with a 2 pick 6 game. I think Cindy Jones may have lost his Player of the Week award. But you know what? Hikaru may have saved his job. Did just enough, I think, in a rainy game where Lamar Jackson threw 6 picks, 4 of them for touchdowns. So what can you really say? Obviously, I don't expect a game like this to happen anytime soon unless we play the Ravens again, because that playbook mixed with the rain, and I mean, it's a nightmare. Of course, looking at the numbers, you know, should have been a little bit closer of a game than it was, but those pick sixes, man, they just kept giving us free points. 0 passing touchdowns for Lamar, 6 interceptions, but because of the completion percentage, it's like, 60 passer rating. Like, how is that even close to 60 passer rating? Of course, Hikaru, 51% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, massive throw down the field to Metcalf. And did we even have the ball in the fourth quarter? Kenneth Walker had 100 yards, and I feel like he had that, like, late third. No? That is crazy. Of course, receiving, Fant did all right. Lockett had a play. Metcalf over 100 again. Defensively, sack totals, Northcutt with 2. Davenport and Mafe with 1 and 2 for away, who got injured. Sidney Jones and Diggs with 2 interceptions each. Woolen had a pick. Jordan Brooks had a pick. I mean, it was free reigns for anybody that was trying to get interceptions, specifically on our team. Jason Myers is an upgrade who has been really good for us, despite the fact that we kind of sold last game, or this latest game with him. Went with accuracy for once, and it sold hard. He has 2 loss for for kicker and power and accuracy, which is kind of unfortunate, because why is his morale down if he's still doing well? It's just, you know, the stuff he can't control that's doing badly, like the win-loss and all that. But 2 to run block, 1 to strength. That is a beautiful upgrade for him. You know, Charles Cross getting better as the year goes on and as the series goes on. Now also just a 90 overall in general. Injury, oh Lord, Ed Oliver's dead. Dead Oliver. Hell. Of course, you alluded to passing success being a possible key to moving. Whatever, dude. We couldn't get the 300 passing yards because we didn't play offense in the second half pretty much. It was all defense. Pick sixes and whatnot. Ed Oliver missing 2 games as that pulled groin will play into this week. So Cardinals and Rams he will miss, which are 2 really big games, obviously. But yeah, Cardinals next week, who are leading the division, I think no matter what, even if they were to lose and the Niners were to win, but would give us a chance to maybe hop them, perhaps, if they lose. So we'll see what happens. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed the one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK plays for non-Madden content. And that is pretty much it. We're obviously still mad inaccurate, so let me know if you guys think it's fine that I have the like passing meter thing off and turned into just classic mode. Or you guys think we should put it back on because it's cheese, which obviously if you look at the way we played, he still missed a lot of throws, just going to be honest. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!